What's going on, YouTube? We are back with another VR video, and this one is going to focus on ship combat. We are going to take out the Origin M80 to go through Gilly's flight training. I had to travel to Hurston to get the Gilly missions to show up, so here we are, and let's just get started with the first one.
Okay, you're in the right place. Stand by while I deploy your targets.
As I am flying in here, I'm noticing my ship overlays taking up a
Ready
large portion of my screen. I'm going to need to make that fit the screen better.
Contact.
Since this is scenario 1, this is going to be an easy mission using the default loadout. 2 size 5, 2 size 4s. CF repeaters. Okay, the NPCs seem to be asleep on the server. Well, we're still gonna go through it anyway. We'll see if eventually they wake up.
Hostile eliminated.
Wave clear. Here comes the next.
While we wait for the next wave, the overlays in VR can get a bit overwhelming at times. As you see with the ship overlay, the mission overlay, I removed the advanced SCM and nav mode settings just to clear up the screen, but these other overlays are taking up a lot of screen real estate. I prefer a clearer screen, so I'm gonna play with the settings to try to make it look a little bit more visually appealing.
Check mark in the done column. You showed a lot of solid skills out there today, rookie. Can't wait to see how you do with the next lesson.
On to scenario 2. I love the weapon animation on this ship.
We'll get started in a moment. Got hostiles heading to your position. Prepare to engage.
Contact.
Okay, we have a few more enemies in this scenario. They're also light fighters though, so it wouldn't be that much of a challenge. Enjoying the improvements of the audio and visual effects during ship combat, especially when the ships explode. It's so much better to dispatch. since the NPCs still aren't fighting back. I still have to go through the process. Now they're starting to fight back. They still don't pose much of a challenge. Did I really just miss all of those shots? Okay, this fight is taking way too long. This Mustang should have been dead minutes ago. What am I doing wrong here? Alright, there we go.
Another lesson in the books. Hopefully you can feel yourself improving, because I'm definitely seeing it on my side. I recommend a bit of downtime, and then we can get back at it. Rest up, and I'll see you soon.
No downtime. On to the next one.
Shield system active.
Okay, here we are at scenario number 3.
Weapons deactivated. Weapons active.
Now that you're in position, we can start the lesson. Stand by. Hostiles inbound. Light them up.
Contact.
I wouldn't read too much into how fast that ship died.
Clear that
It
way.
didn't even react to
I'll
getting
signal
shot.
the next.
Contact.
Breathwork. You pulled it off. Another lesson learned. Hit the showers, celebrate. And I'll see you when you're ready for the next one.
On to scenario number 4. Okay, I swapped servers and I changed my UI settings around. So we'll see if it looks any different. And hopefully on this
Welcome to
server,
the training site.
the
Get
NPCs
settled,
are
and I'll
more
let
awake.
everyone know to start. Contact. Ready up.
Okay, now that I'm rewatching the video, the UI settings are still a bit off.
Hostile eliminated.
And the NPCs are awake. They're still light fighters, so they don't pose much of a threat. But at least they want to fight back.
Hostile eliminated. Hostile eliminated.
Nicely done, rookie. I wish more of my students flew like that. Take a well-deserved rest, and let me know when you're ready for the next lesson.
On to scenario number 5.
Deactivated. Shield system active.
Okay, you're in the right place. Stand by while I deploy your targets. Hostiles inbound. Light them up.
Contact.
We got a prospector, and I'm not picking up the other ship on radar. I really wish the NPCs would be a bit more reactive. But it is what it is. I'm sure to get fixed soon.
All clear. Stand by for the next wave. It's gonna be even tougher.
Contact.
This is the stage where the Vanguard series ships are the enemies, but they're not responsive, so it doesn't matter. I'm interested to see how fast it would take to kill them with the default loadout on the M80. Even though these ships aren't responsive, the default loadout is taking a while to penetrate the Vanguard's armor. For the next mission, I'm going to change the loadout to use the M-series cannons and see if that would be any better. I think the next mission is where we get the Constellation ships to fight the Andromeda.
Hostile eliminated.
On to scenario number 6.
Weapons active. Shield system active.
We're using the M series cannons on this one. The only problem I see, there are only 14 rounds per magazine.
Good. You're here. I'll notify the other pilots, and we can begin. Got hostiles heading to your position. Prepare to engage.
Contact.
It looks like it might be a bit of a challenge to hit the Gladius with these M cannons. A little bit of a server lag there. This Gladius got the moves.
Achieved missile block. Achieved missile block. Achieved missile block. Shields under attack.
Okay, the Gladius doesn't pose much of a threat, so I might have to focus on him later and go after the Andromeda first. I do not want to be on the Andromeda's nose, and I'm not really too concerned about the turrets. They can't bring my shields down, but I'll try to take them out. Ideally, I just want to get behind them. The M80 doesn't turn that well. It doesn't turn as fast.
Shields under attack.
Help me!
The M cannons do a lot of damage. They just don't give you enough shots. 14 rounds is not enough.
Contact.
Maybe if we upgrade the components on the M80, we could potentially get one of 14 shots, but
Shield.
with default components, the M series cannons are not the best option for this ship. One thing about missiles in VR, when you get locked by an enemy ship, when they fire a missile at you, you don't get the missile inbound warning. You only get the missile lock warning. So missiles could be inbound and you wouldn't get the normal warning. So I always just pop flares and chaffs anytime an NPC ship locks. Whenever I get a missile lock from an NPC ship.
Shields under attack.
A full end cannon loadout in this situation is not the best build for the ship. Even though they hit hard against smaller ships, you have to be accurate, and you just don't get enough rounds in the magazine. So accuracy is key. Every missed shot every missed shot is just a waste. It takes so long to reload also.
Under attack. Shields under attack. Hydrogen fuel, 75%.
A hydrogen fuel warning. I don't think I've ever heard that maybe once since I've been playing Star Citizen over the last 3 years. I didn't take this ship to be a gas guzzler. I've only been running the Gilly missions. It was a 75% warning, so it's not a big deal, but still, it's been a long time since I've heard of a hydrogen fuel warning.
Shields under attack.
I've been asked about the clarity of the picture in the Pimax goggles while doing ship combat. Everything is clear in the Pimax headset. I do have to move my eyes to look at my missiles, my missile type, to see which missile I want to fire, but I can read it between the Pioneer and I don't even remember what the other one is. The question came up because I'm using the 57 PPD goggles, and there's a question about clarity only in the center, but the sides aren't as clear. Anything to the outside that isn't clear is more because of my peripheral vision. I'm not looking at it directly. It's no different than if you're using your peripheral vision to see something in the corner of your eye. It's still the same. If it's not clear, if I just turn my head or turn my eyes to it, then I can clearly see it. I don't have any other goggles to compare them to, since this is my first VR headset. I don't have an issue with clarity and not being able to read something on the screen, even if it's outside the center of the goggles.
Hostile eliminated.
Finally, that took way too long.
Shields under attack.
What a time to have to deal with server lag. Trying to hit a Gladius with M series cannons and they're skipping over my screen. Why don't you just die already? This is borderline embarrassing for me. It really is.
Hostile
That's
eliminated.
it.
About time.
Lesson complete. Good work today. Hopefully, I'll see you soon when you're ready to go.
Mm-hmm. That's a fitting end to the video. Catch y'all in the next one.